Hey guys, I want to make a toast. Here's to those who wish us well, and those who don't can go to hell.
I am happiness, my energy contagious. I'm a champion, take it and embrace it. I am another queen in the making. I am here to succeed with determination. I have a positive ambiance. I am so grateful, so gracias. I am the one I can call upon. I am my own lucky charm. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am the original. I am the one. I am the purpose for my existence. I am my ultimate determination. I am intentional. I am the sun. I am the original. I am the one. I am the purpose for my existence.
Peace, y'all.
Greetings.
Welcome to Virgo Virgin Talk with Sunshine Monet L.
And Danielle.
Hey, we out here. Today we talking about Pluto, transformations of Pluto. Sis, you got some tea today?
No, unfortunately, I don't have my tea today. I managed to get here and I
managed to get here. I ain't mad at all. I got some tea. I got some space invaders trying to clog up my sinuses and my throat. So I was like, oh no, y'all got to get the fuck up out of here, cuz. So I drunk the apple cider vinegar with some water. Huh?
The little mucinex aliens or whatever they is, the little mucuses.
Oh, mucinex. I be forgetting about them. I get the apple cider vinegar.
Space invaders. I was like, my instantly went to them.
Yeah, the little green fat dudes.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, they were so unattractive.
They are. That's how I envision them too. I'm like, bro, y'all gotta go. Y'all don't pay rent in here. Y'all discomforting me. Y'all gotta get the fuck up out of here. When I first wake up in the morning, I be ugly as shit.
Yeah. That's sick. I can't do that sick shit. I can't do it, sis. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I can't date when my sinuses are clogged. Like we can't have slumber parties because when I wake up, my mouth open the whole night, so it's slobber everywhere. And then I'm breathing harder, so it's way more slobber than usual.
That's after you got that good sleep finally. After fighting with all that damn cold and shit, you finally get that good ass sleep. That damn slobby wrapped around your neck, honey, like this daggone necklace.
I woke up this morning like, whoo, thank God I wake up alone. This is crazy. Let me get together.
I seen my daughter one time. She woke up when she was real little. I think she had been like about 2 years old, and her sinuses and her congestion and allergies used to be real bad. Honey, I went to go wake her up. And oh my God, it was a scary damn scene, yo. She had like snot. It glued her eyes shut. Yo, she was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. I gotta get this. Lord, she could have died.
Oh, the baby.
I was like, oh. That was the scariest scene ever, yo. It was like she was being hatched out of like an alien egg or something. All the slime and enzymes were just all over her body or something.
She had the slug trail.
Yeah. That was so sad.
The baby.
Yeah, but yeah, we gotta make sure we keep our herbs in our system. I see you got you some right now, huh?
Oh yeah, because these motherfuckers gotta go. They got to go. I got the orange positive energy tea. It got caffeine in it. So after I drink this, I'm probably going to be peeing a lot.
Oh, I noticed you mixing your, having caffeines with your teas now. Oh.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get away from coffee. But if I go too long, it only takes me about 24 hours to detox from caffeine. That ain't it. But it's just, I don't know. It's something, I like it. I'm addicted to it a little bit. It's like, yeah.
Like, you like the hype of the
stay woke.
Yeah, uplifted, energetic. Because you always got something to do. You always on the move. That's that Gemini.
That Gemini Mars, man.
Yeah.
Sprinkle that shit on everything. But yeah, I got the positive energy joint. When I boiled the water, I put the ginger in the water that I boiled. So it got like a ginger undertone to the orange because these little boogie monsters gotta go. They can't stay here, go.
The boogie monsters in their nose doing the dance and shit. They boogieing for real.
I'm about to drown these motherfuckers out. Everybody getting maced. Party over. The cops is coming.
Yeah, y'all got to go, cuz. Yeah, I feel you on that. I just pray that I don't get sick no time soon. I try to stay away from sick people. But you know, somehow just be floating in the air.
Yeah, my sister has a cold, and I think I might have walked into her sneeze or something.
Yeah, because you know, like a sneeze travels 200 miles, right?
That's ridiculous.
Travel 200 miles. Mm-hmm.
So that's like a sneeze is like a hurricane.
Mm-hmm. Like vortex.
That's some bullshit. That is some straight bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that a sneeze could travel that far. I was like, oh my God.
Why are you traveling so far? Why are y'all just out here just
200 miles an hour? Like
that's a real army right there. Like that's interesting. And you know what's crazy? I know some channelers that when they're making their way to the other side and where they're channeling or doing their medium work, they start sneezing a lot. So that's interesting. And then my dog, I didn't do no juju work on my dog. Yeah, I had a ghost in my house, and I think my ghost did it. Because in my mind, the spirit that was in my room that I had when I lived a couple blocks away, only a couple months ago, the spirit in my room, she gave me a priestess energy. Like, this person does magic too. Because every time I was doing one of my readings or whatever, she was so like, she always wanted to chime in. I'm like, bitch, this is my show. Okay, we're not even over here no more. Go over there and do shit. But like, you know, she was cool as hell. Shout to sis, gang. But every time Scooby started doing bullshit, like not regular dog stuff like barking or whatever, but when he started trying to like eat my food or he messing with me to the point where I'm getting like, all right, bro, or he's like touching my stuff. He has an infatuation with my crystals and stuff. He starts sneezing. He have a whole sneeze fit. Like you can't stop. And I'm like, see, my sis put something on you. Every time you do some nonsense, you start sneezing all crazy.
Yeah, they do that. They tend to do that a lot. I know my dog, when she wants to be playful, she'll let me not blow too hard before something come flying out. But they'll do that. It's like a communication thing with them as well, because that's how they let you know they're being playful with you. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to be rough with you. They do it quite often. And I think people's like the pit bulls, Staffordshires, and bulldogs, the ones that do it the most. Yeah. So maybe with the sneezing with our shamans and spiritualists, and maybe it's a form of communication or something.
Ooh, they from the wolf tribe.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. We gotta look that up though.
Yeah, we gotta get into the spirituality of sneezes.
Yeah,
what's happening on a cosmic level when you sneeze?
Yeah,
you know what's happening on a physical level.
Because as far as what I remember as like a child, you know, people would say, bless you or salute or gesundheit or whatever, because they say that you lose a part of your soul or something, or a part of your life or something leaves from your body. I was like, well, I had like, we done had about 999,000 lives or whatever for real.
Right.
So just think of the last sneeze before you died. That was your last sneeze. That was your last life you had left. Like, yeah, this your last one. Anything else?
Somebody told me that sneezing, when I was a kid, I grew up with this fear in my heart because somebody said when you sneeze, your heart stops. And so that's why people say bless you, because they're like speaking life back to you so your heart can go again.
Okay. Let's defibrillate them by saying bless you.
Yeah. What y'all know about sneezes? Y'all that's watching the show. We know what happens on the physical level with sneezing, but what do you think happens on like a spiritual level?
Yeah, that's interesting. Lord, girl, the production, the sound engineers and the camera crew over here, I don't know, honey, they drinking or something. my whole end over here just side shifted, and we almost had us on the floor.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna Google that about sneezing right now. In fact, because the curiosity, like just is just building up so much.
Yeah, they make sneezing unlucky. Like this one says, sneeze forces evil spirits from your body, which it does on a physical level. Is when mucus start irritating your nose, so you're like, "Well, I
Okay.
gotta get the fuck out."
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. Stop trying to scare her. Yeah, you're right.
Also, the number of times you sneeze matters. When people sneeze once versus those back to backs or like two.
Bug sneezes back to back. Whenever she sneezes, it's achoo, 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 achoo. I'm like, ooh.
Oh,
What does that mean though when they sneeze back to back like that?
I don't know. I wonder if that's in alignment with like numerology. Because like 3 would be like creation, 8 is like balance and fairness.
I never counted them.
Should count them.
I never actually counted it.
Huh? What'd you say?
I was like, yeah, I never actually counted it to count the sneezes.
Yeah, I only sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just like, what the fuck? Stop sneezing. Some believe that when you sneeze, your soul is temporarily pushed out of your body. Sneezing means, in Polish belief, sneezing means a difficult relationship is in store with your current or future mother-in-law. Damn, the mother-in-law though? That's very specific.
I'm about to be hexing over there for real, yo. She send the shit over there to make your ass sneeze.
I really like the idea of when you sneeze, you're exercising a spirit, and that's probably why it moves 200. You said 200 miles. Your sneeze can go 200 miles.
It moved 200 miles into somebody else, yo. 200 miles.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah, that do sound like some dark spiritual shit when you sneeze, and that shit like, oh, I gotta find another nigga. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, there's plenty of niggas in here within a 200-mile radius, though. Like, which one you going? Maybe it's a certain one they looking for.
Yeah, because 200 miles is very far. Like, y'all, traveling somebody.
That's the next state going west.
I wonder what that means, like constellation wise. Like, are you trying to find like that parallel universe where there's another me and you can sneak in their nose? Like, are we repeating every 200 miles?
Yeah, how do they get in there?
How big are the? What is what is it called? The radius? No, radius is from the middle point to the end. But what's the diameter of a sphere in the sphere of the tree of life? Is a diameter of a sphere 200 miles? Do you have to exit my sphere to enter another?
Yeah, within that circumference.
Yeah.
I don't know, sis, but we gotta.
Is my aura 200 miles? Is that why when I sneeze, you gotta go 200 miles to exit my aura?
You know what? You might be onto something right there.
I got so many questions.
Because your body gotta make that happen though, so you don't get that same spirit, so it won't be so easily to find you. Okay, again.
Okay. Cause my seasons sometimes them shits be hurting. I be feeling them joints in my pelvic, my root chakra.
I be about to defecate, boy. Sometime
You know what? That's true.
After this one.
Peed a little just now.
Yeah, just released a little bit on myself. I take a little on myself.
I hate sneezing when I'm on my period. Everybody can go to hell.
Oh my God, everything coming out. Everything's coming on out. The farts.
It's a carry scene.
Yeah. But
you know what? That's true. Certain sneezes you do feel in different chakras. Like one sneeze might just feel here. Sometimes you might feel a sneeze in your gut or your sacral. But them sneezes that come from the root chakra, oh my God, I feel that in my pelvic floor. Like, what the fuck was that? And those are usually the sneezes that come in like multiples. Them shits hurt.
You
fart a little bit.
Yeah, I had a sneeze just turn around and just into a whole fart. Okay.
Yeah, shit hurt like just a whole like what the fuck was that?
Like some nebula sparkles, just some fairy dust came out.
That is interesting.
It is interesting. It really is. I lost my train of thought. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Okay, so you remember that week when I said I was just sneezing for no reason? It wasn't even a full week. It was just a day. It felt like a week because I never sneezed as much in my life. Now, I'm not prone to allergies. I don't have allergies. I'm hardly allergic to anything, despite my condition of having eczema. But I don't know what it was that was causing me to have so much uh, 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 attacks that day. Like, it
I go
only lasted for
outside.
a full day. I was sneezing so bad. I just didn't know. And there were some that were back to back. Now, if I would have counted them, it probably would have been over 200 sneezes or whatever, just within that single day. It was ridiculous. I'm talking about just using up rolls of toilet tissue, Kleenex boxes, gone, all that. I just could not find. And then the next day, I was perfectly fine. I just could not figure out why I was sneezing.
It was somebody that had to get the hell out. Usually in spaces like that, I like to pull out the eucalyptus. I like to pull out some citrus energy, something that's going to thin out the air. You know what's really good too? They say opening up an onion and leaving them open around your space absorbs germs, but also absorbs spirits. I like that. I don't know about me leaving open onions in the house while I'm in the house, but that sounds like it's very valid. Also opening onions and putting them in your shoes, potatoes as well. Potatoes absorb very well while the onion cleanses. You basically got a little soup popping in your sock. Um, and then you know what I like? I like the smell of very, very ripe pineapples in my house.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does something to the air. It just feels so like calypso. Like I love it here.
Well, you know, that pineapple breakdown smell, you know, can kind of resemble cabbage a little bit to me. You know, once it get good and once it get good and stinking, yeah, it can smell like that. Or cantaloupe. I love the smell of. I can understand that because when cantaloupe is breaking down really good, it's when it's the sweetest.
It does.
Cantaloupe is really good. But I learned something about pineapple. They said pineapples are bad for you. I was like, what?
Because of the acid, probably.
Yeah, the bromine and the in this yeah, contains that digestive enzyme. I mean, when I drink pineapple juice, honey, I got to go. It's prune juice. The reaction is very quick.
You know what it is? I do like pineapples though. Like if I have a cold or something, like right now, I would love a pineapple cup because I know, you know, oranges are good, but that pineapple gonna get it the fuck done.
Yeah,
that pineapple is gonna get it done. Pineapple and a ginger beer.
Oh yeah. Now you talking about some sneezing?
Yeah, get you some ginger beer.
Ginger beer? Oh, I love it. I love it. You can feel it right up in here when you drink it. It always, and it will make you sneeze too. Maybe it's something with ginger. Oh, maybe. You know, we got to get into the sneezing thing really deep.
Yeah, we do. We need a whole episode on sneezes.
Yeah, that has to be there. Now, which episode we gonna do? I don't know, but
it's all right.
I'm definitely gonna keep this noted. Sneezing episode. We're gonna call it something else, but right now it's in the rough draft.
It's in the mucus.
Yes.
We're gonna break down mucus because we want to know what kind of evil demons is these. And why was they so bent on digging shit all the way up our fucking nose to find the mucus all the way up there for different shit?
You know, didn't they they remove the brain?
They poke at your mucus membrane, but they want that mucus all the way up there. And I'm like, why does it have to be the mucus up there?
Oh, because the knowledge and shit down that mucus contains.
Yeah, you low key poking at my
and all the you know, insight, all that stuff is in there. The pineal gland mucus.
I don't like when doctor offices take my DNA because you know why? They have a special way that they dispose of DNA. They got the hazard trash cans, the hazard waste trash cans, and then they have special people, these white suited people that come and pick it up. It ain't like they take that shit and put it in waste management and then it go into a fire pit. No, these weird looking motherfuckers that look like they from Monster Inc. pull up and they take everything that was in the containers or whatever and they take it to wherever the fuck. Now, I would like to know wherever the fuck happens after that because you know, if this is garbage and it's being disposed, why you got to do all this extra shit? What are y'all doing with our shit? That goes for like needles, and all this. I do not. My trust issues run deep, baby.
The disposable vaginal,
Oh yeah, them Jones too. They
yeah.
just be taking our DNA and like, where is it going? Where
I don't know,
I
but
want all my stuff back. I think that's how I'm gonna moving forward. When I go to the doctors, like, all right, give me all my stuff that you were putting in that hazard waste box. I want all my DNA back.
yeah,
No, we're not playing that game anymore.
I don't want to consent to handing over any specimens over to you guys.
Yeah, it's time to be that weirdo.
Yeah. Like, I'm just really funny about my DNA and my traces being left over with you guys. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I kind of feel that though. Just like how my grandmother, before she passed, she didn't want to leave her voice on the voicemail anymore. She don't want her voice to be left on this machine.
That's interesting. My mind went to, she didn't want a piece of her to be stuck nowhere.
Yeah.
So my mind went on that.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
There's gonna be so many pieces of me all over the fucking place.
I wanted that piece of my grandmother though. I wanted that. But I don't have that. That's why I try to call it and listen to it when she had died. Or what, just to hear her voice one more time. But it was my aunt's voice. I was like, hold on, this ain't right.
Did you?
I was like, Auntie, I said, then she answered. I was like, oh, hey, Auntie. She was like, yeah, Granny didn't want to leave her voice on there. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I figured she had changed it. Yeah.
You know what? Before my Aunt Eliza passed, it was something in my spirit. I started working on that documentary, Freedom, What is Freedom to You? And while I was working on that documentary, I still have to I have to edit that because that's such a beautiful piece. But when I was doing that, something in my spirit was like, it's time to start recording your elders, like that my grandmothers and grandfathers, my great aunts.
Yeah.
My Aunt Eliza house. I just started like regular phone calls. Like I got a couple phone calls between me and my Nana and me and my Aunt Eliza that are in my computer. And whenever I want to hear her voice, I either go back to the footage that I have of her for the documentary, where I'm asking her these questions, or I like go to a couple of those phone calls. And she be talking shit. I'm like, bro, if anybody else listen to this phone call, they gonna be pissed because she was talking shit. She always talking shit.
Yeah.
But I like to hear her voice. She had a very, very specific voice.
And especially because I'm not able to contain but so many of these memories of these talks I've had with, like, you know, my loved ones who have ascended and everything. You know, I can't remember every single little detail. Like, I can't sit there and tell you a whole paragraph of the conversations that we have, whatever, just bits and pieces just come, you know what I'm saying, at certain times or whatever. And I just would have loved to have like a recording or something when I'm interacting with them, you know.
That's valid. Valid.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice like segue into Pluto. Oh, my mouse just was like, nah, we out. That's a nice segue into Pluto. You know, Pluto deals with death and rebirth. And it deals with, you know, how we deal with death, how we're going to die, how we died, that the life that we're coming from and going into. The transformations. Now, in our interpretation, we see it as hardships and traumas and stuff like that.
Yes.
But it's really transformations that's occurring. Saturn more so deals with challenges and fears and stuff like that, which we talked about in our previous episodes. Pluto is more so happenings that are going to cause you transformation. So tell the world, sis, where your Pluto at?
My Pluto is in a Scorpio. Upon discovering all these different planets that my zodiacs are in, or all these zodiacs my planets are in, or whatever, I am really amazed. I'm very amazed, and I'm very surprised because I was like, oh, you know what? All this does resonate with me. All that does build up me. It makes up all these components are me right here. I feel you. So yeah, my Pluto being Scorpio, I'm still really don't know how I feel about that, But as I was explaining to you earlier, what I'm saying, I feel like it's generalized or whatever, but it's relatable. I need a more personalized description.
Well, I can definitely align with you because my Pluto is in Virgo as well. So like a few things I learned, because I also know that my Pluto is also in my third house. My Pluto is in my third house. And your third house is the Gemini house, and it rules over my immediate family, communication, my immediate community network. Also, the Gemini energy of having a quick tongue, being quick-witted, that Gemini energy. So with my Pluto and Scorpio, it's a lot of like me just going off of different readings that I've had and different readings I've done for myself. I transform a lot. I'm always changing my mind, always absorbing things to change my mind, change my space. Who I was, who I am now, the ideologies or whatever is not who I was last year, last week, last month. Like I'm always changing. And I've noticed that about me, which is why a lot of people can't catch me. It's always like, oh, you be contradicting yourself because last month you said da da da. Nigga, the color of the day is red. I am the whiz. What the fuck are we talking about? And then the color tomorrow is gonna be gold. What are we talking about right now?
I'm always evolving. I'm infinite. I'm always evolving. I'm always changing. I'm always growing. Okay, so
I'm always quitting jobs.
Yeah,
I'm always changing my mind about what I want to do with my energy and stuff like that.
Yeah. And my daughter is like that. Yeah. Shorty was like, I want to work inside. Nah.
With my Pluto being in my third house, which I found was fascinating when I did my own research, like with Gemini being about communication and your intermediate family, it explained like my childhood trauma. Like you dealt with abuses and transformation from your intermediate family. You probably have a lot of issues with your siblings, and I did at first. There was a lot of like resistance between me and my maternal siblings, but these last couple of years we've been living together, sharing space. And from when we first moved in together to now being present in this moment, because I was up till 5 a.m. with my brother and my sister on the porch being niggas. And it's like it's beautiful. I love it here. Granted, we still have our moments because we're all different, but like I really love it here. And then my paternal siblings, I don't really talk to them much. I won't lie to you. I don't talk to them that much. My youngest brother, he's like 4 or 5 years old. He would hang with my son more than he would hang out with me. My teenager brother, I never really had too much of a relationship with him because I moved out of my dad's space, which is going to bring me to another story in my Pluto. But I moved out of my dad's space around the time he was born. And then me and my sister, is some friction there. For those of you guys who have bothered to read my blog on my website about sharing my story, you'll hear why there's some resistance. There's some things that I'm trying to heal up with how I address her and things like that. But we don't speak. And it also speaks about being abused by people in your intermediate family and dealing with that and how that provides transformation. That's all in my cosmos. And I'm like, bro, I did go through mad shit. Like, you really, like, y'all stars nailed it on the fucking head. I was abused by people in my intermediate area, by my community, by my network. And I do have a dark sense of humor. I'm witty as fuck. Like, and my sharp tongue is why I avoid a lot of conversation, because I don't know how to nicely or calmly tell you what the fuck I'm about to say. I just know how to make it come out how it's going to come out. It's going to sound exactly how I need it to sound like, but you're not going to receive it well because people have emotional attachments to words on this planet. And I don't. I'm going to say it as dark as I'm going to say it. And it's going to get said. And so, that has a lot to do with my Pluto being in my third house.
I was going to say some of that sounded like how my Lilith was.
I can't wait to do Lilith. Lilith is going to be fun.
Yeah, that thing in Aries, hon. I was like, oh.
So what
how I feel about them Aries, though.
What'd you say?
You know how I feel about them Aries, too.
Oh yeah, new beginnings coming. They always bringing something new to the plate.
Well, what you were saying, sis?
I was asking you, like, do you know some things about Pluto as a celestial being?
Well, I know Pluto represents purging and psychoanalysis of the unconscious mind, and transformation of feelings like jealousy into positive energies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's a whole cycle with the transformation or rebirth and death and rebirth or whatever, transformations like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's what I got so far from that. That was the one that stood out to me the most. Besides taking 248 years to orbit through all 12 of the signs of the zodiacs. That's interesting. And it spends its most in. Oh no, I'm sorry. It spends the least amount of time in Scorpio, which is what my Pluto is in, right?
Yeah, it only spends like 12 years in Scorpio, but it
Yeah.
spends like 30 years everywhere else.
Why is that? I still. I wonder why is that.
It's like, I don't know. Is Scorpio like a very fast energy? Is that like, is Scorpio a wormhole? Is that why it's so dark? Is that why it's a dark space? Because that is a dark planet. So maybe it's going through a black hole, and that's why it goes like through
Mysterious, huh?
It's a fast train.
I don't know. And you know what? I don't have, and Lord, this is going to sound horrible. I don't have too much experiences or encounters with a Scorpio other than my daughter, but she acts more of Libra. She's right there on October 23rd. So she's an in between. She's one of them in between children, like my other child is. In between that Sag and that Capricorn, where they're transitioning from Sag to Capricorn or whatever. So, but she yields more to I would say with the Libra side. Far as like with Scorpio on her, like the mysteriousness, like, oh, she got a secret she ain't gonna tell. She ain't gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure that out.
You know what? That's true.
She's a social butterfly though. She is a social butterfly too, but she going cold and secret though. She gonna take it with her to her grave. She don't want to lie about it, but she gonna take it with her to her grave.
And that is definitely an energy. That is definitely a Scorpio energy. That mysteriousness, the secretive shit. But they're gonna blast your shit, and they want to know your secrets. They might blast your secrets. All that energy. That is definitely the Scorpio vibe. I can't do this mysteriousness more so because like I'm nosy. I like knowing stuff. I got a lot of Virgo placement. Like me not knowing something, that don't do right for my spirit. I can't just be, especially if you a person in my space. Nah, you gonna have to listen. We need to talk.
We need to talk, right?
Because if you leave it up to my imagination, I got so much Virgo energy. I'm gonna overthink the shit out of that shit, and it's gonna be something totally different. And my Pluto's in Scorpio, so it's gonna keep transforming. It's gonna keep going. So keep playing with me and let my brain do the work. It's gonna be an issue when you finally do decide to talk to me.
Oh yeah, you done thought of so many different damn things on it.
Right, I done lived so many different realities off of stuff. Like now it's over for you. Now when you decide to talk to me, you gonna be upset.
Oh yeah. Because we done transformed into something else, honey. By the time you come back to me with it, yeah. For real. I feel it though. But I like Pluto and its mysteriousness though. I don't like secrets though too much myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to call myself nosy, but I just don't want to be left in the blind or unaware. to certain things. I got to know. I got to have the urge to know. Now, will I go scoping out for the details? Yeah, I will do that as well. Because that knowledge is just power to me anyways. I gotta have that power. I gotta have that control. I gotta have that.
Yeah. And I'm surrounded by so many Scorpios. My sister and my niece are Scorpios. They definitely bring transformation into my life because I'm so rigid, and it's like my way, my way, my way. They control my way, my way, and they come into my life like, no, the fuck it's not. You have to learn how to deal with this equal opposite energies, and the fuck's not giving about it.
Oh, you know what? I do have another experience with a Scorpio. Her birthday is the same day as my daughter's. I just forgotten so much about that dead ass friendship I had, saying that fake ass friendship, that I just killed it in my mind, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I buried the hatchet with it too because I don't remember it. But I came across one of her pictures in my phone in Google Photos. Google Photos is really good at storing old shit. It's like a Facebook memory. When it populates, you like, I'm not even friends with them anymore. They're dead to me. Yeah. But her birthday was the same exact day as Bugs, October 23rd. Now, in the beginning, there was light. It seemed like she was I'm talking about so much as to like, she adopted, she was going through the process of adopting her nieces. And it was so much into deep, like what our friendship was, how it's supposed to be, was she was like, she took me to her lawyer's office, was like, I need you to sign these documents in case anything happens to me that you can get custody of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, who plays like that? Me, like, yeah, this is my sis, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But she held a lot of secrets, honey. A lot of stuff she don't tell me or whatever. Like, oh my gosh, she popped up with, like, she was getting married. I'm like, well, damn, sis, like, you was dating somebody else like 2 weeks ago, but wow, how certain things change. I'm happy for you, whatever.
Right.
She wanted to know everything that I had going on, but she would only give me little bits and pieces of what she had going on. And that part, I didn't like that, but I respected that she wanted to be private about certain things or certain events in her life or whatever. But just one day it was just turned real ugly, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to I had to drop her just with everything. One of her exes showed up at my door. Well, her current, okay, here it was. I didn't speak to her in like so many months or whatever. I hadn't heard from her or whatever after she got married. So out of the blue, like 6 months later, because she just got married in September. So October, November, December, January, February, March, here comes somebody knocking at my door. Okay. Hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, hey, it's her husband. At the time, I think it's her husband. So naturally, I'm thinking like, okay, the only reason why he would knock on my door because she's in the car, right? And I ain't seen her so long. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get her. I ain't talked to her in a minute or whatever. I was happy. I was ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, where's she at? Where's she at? Tell her to come up here. He was like, oh, me and such and such ain't together no more. I'm like, huh? I'm like, y'all not? I'm like, oh, what? And so some other lady, he's like, yeah, this is my lady in the car, and there's a baby back there. And they pulled up in a brand new Jeep, honey, with the little tags up there on there, like, hey, I'm like, hey, this is drastic. This is crazy. So now, mind you, the whole time I was trying to reach out to Shorty, she ain't never pick up the phone or anything, never sent me any messages back, so after I try to do that 1 or 3 times to check on you over the course of 6 months, I ain't gonna do it no more. I'm gonna let you reach out, okay? Because I don't want to be a bugaboo. So, ironically, after they left, I reached out to her and I got her. I was like, "Hey, girl, your husband came to my door." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it was crazy to me. Like, and you weren't there. So what's going on? She's like, "Oh, girl, I divorced him 4 months ago." Oh, wow. Okay.
When was you gonna say something, Shorty?
So what was he doing at your house? Why he came to your house? I'm like, girl, I was in the beginning stages with Trey at this point. You know what I'm saying? Me and him were together together, you know, still. But I'm like, girl, I don't know why this man will come up at my door because I only see him with you. You were common denominator. The only reason I would see him is because you with him. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, so I'm like, what is her mind thinking? She's like, well, what did he say? And I was telling her what he said. And I was telling her like, well, okay, I ended the conversation after that. You ain't have such and such, you ain't have her in the car. Well, I'm gone. He's like, I'll be back next weekend. This weekend. I'm like, no, you won't.
I'm
No,
going to bring some water to mind my business.
No, you will not. And so like after that, like it was deaded or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like she stopped talking to me. She was asking, like, because the way she was asking me the question was crazy. I'm like, are you growing up a suspicion? Like I had something to do with like being involved with your husband or something? Like for him to come knocking on my door? Like that was crazy for me to have even experienced that. Like what? And I'm calling you up, telling you.
Yeah, that's that transformation stuff. They always changing their mind. It's always something else. It's a new idea, a new mindset. Yeah. My dad is also a Scorpio. Mm-hmm. My man's is always coming up with a new business idea. I really believe his Scorpio is probably in his second house, the Taurus house of self-esteem and building wealth and stuff, because that is the area of his life. He always got a new business idea. The thing with Scorpios is they're always transforming. That Scorpio energy, and it leaves room for a lot of open-ended projects because it's like, you know what? It's time to go to the next one. Like,
come on, I did this for a little bit, and I'm gonna just move on. My daughter, she's like that too. Yeah,
my sister like that too. Mm-hmm. She did candles. Was thinking about soap. She's she's a minister. She's I think she told me about real estate one time. My sister be going to fuck in, and I'll be over here with the cheerleader pop pops every time she's, hey, I got a new idea. Hey, I'm here for it. Let's go.
I resonate with that though, because I changed my mind a lot too. So my Pluto and that Scorpio, I changed my mind a lot about a lot of shit too, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I be here for it.
Yeah, I totally support it. I'm like, you know, I know it's not a Virgo thing. It's a Scorpio thing.
I don't know why it triggers me more so when my dad does it than when my sister does it, though. My dad, I'm like, bro, I just want you to like stick to something and just fixate your mind on it and complete it. Yeah, just run with that shit. Like right now. So my dad went to real estate school. First of all, my dad is always in school. You know Lynn from Girlfriends that was always in fucking college? That's my dad.
Yeah.
My man he went to hair school, you know, he DJs. Okay. He done went to that the state offers a marijuana information thing, and once you finish this course by the state or the county or whatever, like you get to rub hands and shake elbows and get into spaces to opening up dispensaries or like marijuana centered spaces. And so he just got done doing that. And so with his real estate John and the dispensary John, he's trying to open up his own dispensary. Sis, I am begging and hoping and praying that he complete this project, because I swear to God, my man,
bring that shit to Arizona, Dad.
I want to open a lounge. Like if he opens up the dispensary, I'm gonna pull up like, hey, can I put a little extra joint on the side and open up a nice little lounge? I have all my smoking sets in there and different flavors and stuff. I would have a very nice lounge because you
should do that. How does your father feel about going to business with you though? Because I know my
dad always wants to go to business with me. Listen, my man's done hit me up. My dad is the reason why I have the children's book show and tell. Wanna know why? Because we was in a group message, John. And every other month it's a new text message in the group. My dad calls me Worm. Hey, yo, Worm, I got an idea. We gonna write a book. And at first it was, we should write a book teaching people about a new language. And I was like, well, I know Spanish very well enough to write a beginner's book about it. Let's do that. Then it turned into that. And then I told him about my show and tell book. So now we're doing the children's books. Then he hit me up about, making seasonings, popcorn seasonings. That was a great idea, though. I like that. We actually had some really good ideas. It's been so much shit. And it's so funny because my pop-pop is so cynical. I love my pop-pop. Yeah. When I call him, he be like, you talk to your dad? He got another new idea yet? You didn't leave my dad alone.
Oh.
You didn't leave my dad alone. He's like, he always coming up with a new business idea.
I love that.
The old one.
He shares that with you, though. You know what I'm saying? That part, that I feel that's really dope. I wanted to go into a business with my dad. He was in massage therapy school. He just took that up after he got his bachelor's in criminal justice. Didn't do nothing but that. He just went to massage therapy school. So he just wanted to rub up on some ladies.
Yeah, that sensual vibe.
And it was really good at it. You know what I'm saying? Anything my dad does, he's an ace in it. You know what I'm saying? You talking about 4.0 student, you know, all.
Yeah, they're very intelligent. My dad put me on. My dad is the reason why I know about Farrakhan and all that stuff like that. Because that's he was the one I watched that stuff with. Dr. CB, all that. That's my dad.
Well, he ain't on that though. He ain't on that. But as far as like bookworm knowledge, yeah, he on that shit. But I was like, he had to do a project for his massage therapist class or whatever. He had to do a project. It was come up with it was the formulated business plan. So I looked at his business plan. I was like, wow, you could really take this shit to the motherfucking bank, you know, and we gonna make it happen with your credit and your brains and this business plan. We damn sure gonna make it happen. At that time, I was going to cosmetology school. So I was like, yeah, Dad, you know what I'm saying? You doing the massage therapy. The whole idea was to have like a mobile massage therapy business. And I was like, you know, I can do hair, nails, and nail, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. He was like, yeah, you do something really dope. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm cooking up the ideas and stuff, you know, setting out the plans of work, you know, how I am, because I would be a step ahead of like, when you tell me, like, yeah, it sounds good.
Virgo's going to get it done.
You know? Girl, he was like, I was just kidding, Danielle. I'm not doing that with you. I'm like, why not? I'm not.
Because he done transformed.
I'm like, really? All right. So you made a business plan for school, but don't intend to using your business plan that you got an A on and you can actually take it to the bank. All right, whatever. I'm done. Whatever. I ain't going into business with you. I'm like, all right, I got it. Whatever.
I changed my mind. The color is green.
Whatever. Sagittarius. Sick of you. All right, whatever. We could have been such great business partners. We would have argued a lot, you know what I'm saying? But at the end, we would have came to a common ground or something.
And that's the best part about Scorpios is getting through the argument stuff. Because what I like is, because like I said, my Scorpio is in my third house. So like my tongue is sharp. I listen. But the Scorpios are the ones that can take my sharp tongue. It depends on what placement their Scorpio's energy is or whatever, especially if they're a Scorpio sun. Because if they in the soft shit, like what is that, like a Pisces house or something, they gonna be crying in a dark and fetal position. They can't handle me. But the ones that got like Scorpio in their first house or something like that, they like, oh, bring it, ho, because I got something for that ass.
Oh, Buck is pretty tough, boy. When I hear her and her sister, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, one time I would never forget this. Like this. I was in the talking stages with Trey. So we, you know, pillow talking, just on the phone, just conversing, getting to know one another or whatever, right? And my children were a lot younger then. I think they had to be like, what, 7? 7 and 7. Mutu had to be about 6 and Bug had to be about 8. So she was helping her take out her hair or whatever, right? And so I hear Mutu like, girl, don't be pulling my hair like that. Who you think I am? She's like, you better sit your ass down. Who the hell you think I am? I was like, oh. Mutu like, mama, because I was like, I heard it. She's like, no, mama, I didn't say that. I'm like, I heard you. I'm like, damn.
Scorpios do be lying like shit too. Scorpios be lying like shit.
Quick though, I was so surprised. I was so surprised at the comeback. I'm like, dang, girl.
I be sitting here, yo, my niece could tell you a whole lot. And when she first started doing that shit, I ain't gonna hold you. I was buying the shit because she'd come home and I'd be like, all right, Genesis, how was your day? What was you doing? And she'll give me these stories. And sometimes her stories, I'd be like, bro, I gotta pull up to the school and beat somebody's ass. But she be lying. She be lying like my sister come home like, girl, no. Let me tell you what happened.
Oh Lord.
Like, girl, why am I Nixie doing shit like that? Now I just be looking at her and I be looking for her like facial expressions and shit she be doing when I know she's lying. And she got this smile about her. Like
the transformations come real quick, honey. It come real quick.
She gonna transform motherfuckers' lives. You hear me? She gonna be out here fucking niggas up with a smile on, cause her energy. Yeah.
She was friends with a girl in the last middle school they attended, right? And the girl cousin was talking about Mutu or whatever, and Bud was like, don't tell your cousin don't be talking about my sister because that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, tell your sister don't be talking about my cousin or whatever. She being messy or whatever. And so when Bug came home and told me the rest of the story, she told me the story over the next day. She told me that story with one day. Then the next day, she was like, Mom, I'm going to get in the fight. I'm like, huh? Like, I thought your girl had squashed that. She was like, nah, I'm going to get in the fight. Because she told me that she's going to fight me because I told her cousin to stop talking about my sister. Well, how she think you going to allow her cousin to talk about your sister and she's not going to suffer consequences, but she want to fight you because you defend your sister? Like, how's that going? How that work?
Scorpios like to fight, and they're good at it.
She got
So if you need somebody ass beat, call a Scorpio because they will do it while they're laughing. Beat somebody's ass while they're smiling, laughing, singing happy music in their head. I could imagine the songs playing in their head when they beating ass. Just having a great time while they beating ass.
Or the eyes
transform your face, ho.
I don't know though, but for her to go in for a sister like that, you know, I commend her. You know, she had ended up getting suspended. I wasn't too mad about it. I'm like, okay, you told me about it previously, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you stood up for your sister, so I respect it. You know, I would have done the same thing. I would have just said, you're not gonna pick on my sis like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you ain't gonna talk about my
sister. That is one thing. They are very passionate about their loyalty to a point of obsessiveness it can become. The idea of letting somebody go is crazy. And when they are into somebody is, I am into you. I tread lightly when dating a Scorpio because the moment you decide we're not dating no more, it depends what kind of Scorpio they is, you might get your ass beat or you might start enduring some weird, very weird shit.
Yeah, so windows gonna be busted out your car fucking with a Scorpio.
Yes. I dated my first Scorpio about a year ago. It was cool. In fact, you know what? I dated a couple Scorpios before that. The one Scorpio I had him in the friend zone. We was friends with benefits. And he just so happened to have the same birthday as my dad. Just as cynical as my dad, you know, sense of humor, the way he carries his stuff, everything. And thinking about it now, so is this guy. This guy also had the same birthday as my dad. So I guess I date my dad.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later on a therapist couch.
Man figure from our dads, you know. Our ideal man is our dad's in a man, another man.
But when I met him, it was like, you know, I'm slow and steady. When I met my child's father, it took us about a year before he became somebody I was dating. It took another year. It took another 9 months before we had sexual relations. Like, I'm slow as shit. If you let me be slow, I'm gonna be slow as shit, and I might get bored and ghost you. I don't know, but I'm slow as shit. Okay. This Scorpio, he was very confident and took the lead. He was very powerful Scorpio. And he was like, oh, I like you. You like me. You about to sleep at my house for 3 days. And every time you're not sleeping at my house, I'm going to call you because I'm not trying to sleep without you. And like me, listen, you speaking to my energy that loves attention, baby. You over here, you know, stroking my ego. So I'm gonna fall for this trap. Hell yeah, I'm coming over for that attention. Like, hell yeah, you make me feel wanted. I'm here for it because I'm a Leo rising. I like to feel wanted. You understand? But the moment I don't feel wanted, chucking up the deuces, and that's what happened.
I was laying down. I put my leg on you. And you put your leg off me. What was that about? What was that about?
But yes, when you get, and you know what? Ooh. So let's circle back to that Pluto being a Scorpio for 12 years in comparison to every other zodiac for 30.
Yeah.
When you're a Scorpio, they definitely do suck you into their portals. Fast as shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You become attached to them really quickly.
Very, very quickly. Like, you don't even know what the fuck is happening. You just wake up and you married.
Her at one point. I mean, you talking about this chick, she would fight for me, honey. She just like my daughter would fight for her sister. She would fight for me or whatever. But I had to drop her or whatever after that incident, you know, with that husband shit. That was just weird.
That was very weird. I
It was
wouldn't
weird all the way around. I just weird shit like that do be coming to me.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, gotta go. Gotta
Girl.
blast. I don't want nothing to do with none of this.
Girl, I looked at somebody. I was looking, you know, sometimes I'll be scrolling through the Facebook stories and there's somebody on there who liked me or whatever. Why he have a memory video of me on his story? I was like, huh?
It's like when people see you doing good, that's when they want to start like trying to put that tie back together. Like, ooh, I gotta put this umbilical cord back between us again in different ways.
We never even met, like we never even encountered each other like that. Like, why would you choose to do that? No, that's trying to cause some problems.
Yeah, you trying to get me in trouble.
Yeah, I live with a Leo.
Yeah, this is not going to go well.
Not for you, more so than me, but not for you.
If a Leo and a Scorpio fall, who do you think will win, though? That is the question, because they
Probably
both
a Scorpio.
Yeah, because they do like to fight. See, Leos don't like to fight. But if you put them in a corner, they defend themselves. And that's a scary mindset to be in, though.
Yeah, they'll shoot you.
Yes, a lion will eat the shit out of you if you put them in a corner. Whereas a Scorpio is just having fun. Like, this is what I do. I walk around wishing a nigga would.
Come on,
with
nigga.
my fucking stinger ready.
Come on, nigga.
Like, but Leos be like, bro, if I gotta fight for my life, I'm going to eat this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. I'm a dead his ass.
Yeah, so that sounds like a very interesting, that fire water combo. If you are a Leo dating a Scorpio, blessings. How are you doing? Are you okay?
Let's check on him. Are you okay? Yeah, let's check on our fellow Leo Scorpio.
I feel like Scorpio should not be with no fire signs.
Is it the Leo male and the Scorpio woman, or the Scorpio male and the Leo woman?
You know, sensually speaking, that sounds sexy as shit, though.
Yeah.
Because Scorpio energy is very sensual and Leos love to feel wanted. So I could see it being a very good friends with benefit type energy. Because me being a Leo rising, being with a Scorpio and stuff, yeah, sensually speaking, shit was fly as shit. But
not with me. I gotta think back because I killed that nigga in my head too some years ago. Yeah. His shit was like a big deal. I was like, but I liked him for who he was. But like, yo, I could never see this again.
Get it away from me.
Yeah. He was so lame though. He left his car running in the hood at the Circle K, knowing that you know, they don't know these niggas on the south side over here know that you ain't from around this area. You look like a lame, and you left your car running, and they stole your shit.
For real, peace, y'all. Somebody, Raquel wrote, Foxy Roxy. This is who is going to be on our show next week when we do the Lilith episode. I'm so excited about that. Real sexy. She talks about Leo and Pisces. See that fire and water, y'all? I don't know about that fire and water because, first of all, Pisces energy is very intuitive, and they are not quiet about the intuition. Also, Pisces be lying like shit.
They be lying. They
be lying like shit. That Leo energy. They don't like opinions. They don't like all that shit. They like I dated a Leo for 10 years. Everybody, like my whole tribe is Leo energy. Like myself being a Leo rising, my youngest is a Leo rising, my oldest is a Leo sun and moon, and then his dad is a Leo. And you know, that whole us, yeah, you not fitting the way loyalty is set up, and then we don't really take each other's opinions. Like raising my kids, I had to be aware of myself because I can't tell my kids what to do. You know what I can do? I can suggest and I can inform. Like, okay, you go ahead and do this if you want to. I'm gonna give you the different scenarios of what could happen, good and bad. I'm not gonna scare you or nothing, but I'm gonna tell you. Now you go ahead and roll them dice how you want. And then I'm going to explain to you what I think that the dice is going to roll on. And I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, now, God, you sound like Trey. Rolling the dice. Gambling.
Yeah, for real.
Roll the dice with God.
What you going to do? Now do it. Because I learned I can't tell them what to do. Because they do not take that energy. Now, Pisces, they don't necessarily want to tell people what to do. It's not a controlling. It's more like a manipulation. And to Leos, that's like a gnat in their eyeballs. Like, get the fuck out my way with that shit. I am not listening to nothing you talk about. And they might not do that on the outside because Leos be lying like shit too. Because they like to keep that. They like to keep. They do anything to keep their relationships going. They'll do anything, say anything, because to them that's loyalty. I would do anything and say I could have 5, 6, 7, 8 niggas in the back view, but I'm trying to keep your ass too. So I'm gonna do anything and say anything, even though I don't give a fuck about what you talking about.
Honey, he'll be like, yeah, some shit was trying to talk to me at work. She gonna ask me am I single. I'm like, man, I got a motherfucking whole wife at home. I'm like, that what you talking about? Yeah.
He's loyal to the soul. That Venus must be in a really good solid space. Or at least the rising, definitely. Because that Leo, they like packs. You see a lion be having a lionesses all behind them and all that stuff like that. They like they usually the ones on Facebook that be in their grandmama basement talking about polygamy and shit. I'm like, bro, get this dusty energy away from me before I beat your ass.
Got their shit together. I'm good. I'm in there.
If Pisces learn how to communicate and manipulate a Leo to a Leo's liking, like you gotta learn how to stroke the cat. You gotta rub the cat. Cats love to be rubbed.
Oh yeah, Pisces can do that.
Yeah, Pisces can do that, but Pisces have to know to do that.
They'll keep you in a dream, honey. They just can't keep you in a lie.
Yeah, they cannot. They get messy.
They gotta create these illusions. They can't lie to you. They just gotta show you. They gotta manipulate shit.
If a Leo and Pisces were together, I could see that being more so of an open relationship or a really good friendship with benefits.
Yeah,
I don't foresee that being a long-term thing. But if there is a long-term relationship out there with a Leo Pisces, please chime in. I want to know how y'all doing. Are you okay?
Get back to with this Leo and this Scorpio thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it's a lot of clash that's gonna go on there. But friends with benefits, yeah, I do see that. Probably with a Scorpio male and Leo woman could work because her sexual desires.
I don't know, Leo woman. Have you ever been around Leo woman? That is big, baby. That energy is too big for a Scorpio. It would have to definitely be friends with benefits because that Leo woman, she got some other men back there. That energy is big, sis.
She could be humble.
I never met a humble Leo woman a day in my fucking life. A day in my life.
When she had that one that snatch her up, you know.
If I ever meet a Leo woman that say I'm humble, she's probably a fucking Pisces rising or a Scorpio rising, just out here lying like shit. Get out of here, sis. Everybody listening to you.
Okay, so Leo sun and Pisces rising. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say August Leos are different than July Leos.
Yes, and that's getting into what we talked about before we even started the live, because you asked me
the cardinals,
do the degrees, and yeah, it does matter because the July Leos, you're dealing with that cardinal energy. So those are the leaders. Those are the ones you really can't tell what the fuck to do. They not about this shit. Now, towards the end of July, the beginning of August, now you're dealing with mutable energy. These Leos, you can't really tell me what the fuck to do, but I'm going to entertain you a little bit. No, those are fixed. Those are the stubborn Leos. My bad. You know, I keep doing that shit. Those are the fixed ones. Those are stubborn. But the end ones, the mutable ones, those are the ones when you're starting to get into that mutable Virgo energy as well, our cusp babies, that last 10 degrees of Leo. Yeah, you can, you know. If
compromising.
They're compromising, but they're still big dog.
Yeah. I know a few female Leos or whatever, they compromise to me. They compromise with our friendship.
I love my early August Leos. They're very dope. I love them. Actually, Zeke was supposed to be a fixated Leo, but he was like, nah, got something for that ass. I'm a cardinal Leo. I ain't here for it. And it's crazy because he's a Leo sun, Leo moon, Aries rising. So he definitely don't play about his. And in his sidereal chart, he's a Cancer moon. He actually likes his Cancer moon more than he likes his Leo moon. So he plays with his sidereal chart a little bit more. He really likes having Cancer energy. And I'm like, I wonder what you're gonna do with that. Because Cancer is he a crabby daddy. My baby's a crabby patty. I love him dearly. But when he was little, you know, I used to go above and beyond. Like, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this.
No.
And then he'll come in and he'll start complaining. Why you do it like that? I'm like, bro, what you about to complain about now?
No.
What you about to complain about now?
Don't satisfy no damn cancer.
Never satisfying the cancer. Good fucking luck, bro. It's always something else you could have done. You could have did it better. You know,
they would have did it twice, yo. They will buy the same shit twice again. They'll buy some new shit and buy the shit they just got rid of, and then go and get some old shit. I don't register that quite, but if it satisfies them and feeling like they're indulging more into new stuff, like yes, so I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, you know, in fact, my kid's father, he's a Cancer, and I'm like, you're doing the shit backwards, okay? When we punish children, we don't buy them more cell phones and tablets and stuff.
My sister does that shit. And I be trying to tread lightly because, you know, the stinger be ready. She like, all right, what you guys say? I'm like, all right, I'm not trying to come at you. I'm just saying, you just told her no. And now you're like, all right, yeah, go ahead. And you're teaching her something because she's also a Scorpio and she's absorbing that and she's seeing and she's applying it to niggas like me. And it's not going to get nowhere. She's going to hate me because I don't give a fuck. Nigga, my Scorpio's in my third house. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I got to put on a big filter and remind myself I'm talking to a 4-year-old sometimes.
Yeah. Like, come on now. Why are we... Stop buying shit.
You gotta tread lightly. My closest cousin, this is the cousin that I keep near and dear to my heart and treat like a sister. She's a Scorpio, and we used to have the craziest arguments. And it's funny because, you know, we used to get our ass. Well, my Aunt Lizzie ain't really beat my ass. She beat her daughter ass though, and that's funny because we had a whole thing about that, about how Scorpios and Cancer need to start getting their ass beat.
But yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah, she used to get her ass beat, and I used to be sad watching her. Like, bro, why is she doing her like that? That's crazy. But I used to get abused too, and that's another thing. I think I talked about that already. But Scorpio being in my third house with my immediate community, I dealt with abuse from people in my immediate community and stuff.
Right.
So, but me and her, we used to be in her bedroom whispering like, "Fuck you too, nigga. That's why you lame as shit." Like, and then like 20 minutes later, like, all right, we finna to watch. You trying to write. That's my cousin that I used to rap with all the time when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's go write this song. Or all right, let's go on the loop.
It's a beautiful relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love my cousin. I love my cousin. I love my Scorpios. I ain't gonna hold you.
Pretty good.
All the Scorpios in my life are dope as shit, and I know if anybody tried me, I got a few Scorpios that's gonna come beat that ass or put you in a jar.
Yeah, I only got one Scorpio in my life. That's my baby now, but I love her so much. And you right about they don't get their ass whooped.
And you know what's crazy? So the woman that abused me was also a Scorpio.
Oh.
Go figure
On
it
the
out.
ugly side of it, yeah.
Sick bastard.
Yeah. You want to fucking just do shit. You gotta look into her whole chart, sis, and figure out what the hell all that shit is. She probably got mad stupid shit up there. She probably got like Pisces and Aries and a whole lot of shit.
A lot of Pisces and the Aries in there, probably.
And Aquarius and a whole lot of shit.
Right, detached this shit or whatever. Yeah, probably.
And all that shit, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Pluto energy definitely brings transformation in my life. My most recent like muse, you know, was a Pluto. I had this period of time where I just kept attracting Scorpios that were trying to date me and stuff. And I was dating them, and I realized they did bring transformation to my life because they assisted me in my communication. Which is so aligned because my Scorpio is in my third house. They taught me how to communicate without things turning into an argument, how to communicate when something is bothering me. Because like I said, I be trying to work on my tongue, bro, because I know I'm gonna come harsh. And it's not my intentions, it's not how I feel on the inside. It's just like, this is my vocabulary, this is how I talk. but they definitely like being in a relationship with them and seeing stuff that I don't like and learning how to communicate it and not getting this fire response back because I was dating a Leo before that. And like I said, you cannot tell a Leo anything, bro. They have a response for everything that comes the fuck out your mouth. I could tell you that you need to drink water because you're thirsty, and a motherfucker will tell me to shut the fuck up. He's gonna eat some ice cream because it's colder and it's gonna melt on the. It's like shit like that, like bro, like
Nah,
and
the
that
water gonna
created a
make me piss
trauma
too
in
much,
me.
and I don't want to piss too much, so I'm just
Right, and that created
chocolate
a trauma
milkshake
in me.
instead.
Like I can't speak because the motherfucker gonna argue. But yeah, yep, you're absolutely right. And they brought transformation to my life. And then the most recent Scorpio I spoke with, he brought transformation to my sacral chakra a little bit to where like I know I'm starting to know what I like and don't like, and I don't like that over hypersexualized energy because I'm not super tapped into my sacral like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not overactive.
Yeah.
So like I don't really want to like he gives me that, you know, those little boys in school that like want to play hide and go get it and they always touchy and all. That's the vibe he gives me. Like, bro, I'm a whole goddess. You're not about to be filling me up and down outside next to homeless people pee. Like, that's not what we finna do. No, I'm good.
There's a lot of them out there like that though.
A lot. And it's like, you know what? Respect, because I read about y'all in these Zane books and it sounds very exciting, but I am not interested. I am very bougie. My mind overthinks. I don't want to be near no germs when my vagina is out. Like, this is not what we finna do. Not what we finna do. But they don't give a fuck.
Not at all.
They don't give no fuck.
No playgrounds, stuff like that, or the restrooms in the airport. Who got caught up doing that one time? Somebody, some celebrity got caught doing that one time. Screwing in the bathroom at the airport.
Yeah, that's probably a Scorpio.
I'm like, that is so dirty. I couldn't find nowhere of comfortability in there to make me want to do that. Like, what? All the germs.
No, thank you. Scorpio also deals with obsessive energy. Things you find yourself obsessing over and stuff like that. What do you find yourself obsessing over, sis?
Food. I love food. I'm a foodie. I am a foodie. Foodie and food. But food.
That's good obsessions. I am addicted to, I get obsessive over attention. I really like fucking attention. And it's crazy because when I get it, I go into my Virgo mode, like, oh my God, thank you so much. You guys have to see that. But I love it. I fucking love it.
Because the Leo rising in you, honey. That's why.
Yeah.
Walk with your chest out.
Right. I obsess over problem solving. Problems do not go away. Like, if somebody calls me with an issue, you know, my initial response be like, fuck that shit. Like, you overdoing shit. Like, that's my initial response, that Virgo complaining shit. But then the problem keep replaying in my head over and over. This person needs this. This person needs this. This person needs this. This person needs this. Person needs this. And it's like, I don't want to do it though. Like, bro, it's not my fucking problem. This is why this motherfucker call me all the time now, because he think I'm gonna solve this shit. I want to.
Figuring out the problem basically and finding a resolution.
Yes, I'm definitely
always come to a resolution. Like yeah, I feel all that. I don't like to leave no leaf unturned. Even some stuff like that, I had that in my hand. I would like to resolve, you know, past relationships, you know, with my friends that I would like to, just close on good terms. Not necessarily open back up the friendship, but just close them on good terms because I need that closure. Okay, I need to understand what the fuck you had going on, why it came to this, and okay, now we gotta understand it, and you can proceed with the rest of your life now. I need that closure for myself.
I don't like closure. I don't need that. I need you to just go away.
Yeah, at some point I'm gonna need the closure though, because I don't want that just still one. If I don't get the closure, it's still in my head. I'm still reliving the moments. I'm still traveling back to those moments to where I didn't have that understanding. For me, understanding is everything. Maybe that's another assessment too. I gotta have some form of understanding. Um,
Also,
I
I'm
gotta know.
obsessed in relationships. I can be. When I was younger, I was way worse than I am now because I have way more awareness of myself now.
Mhm,
But I would be obsessive over relationships. I would
mhm.
be like, I love you. I need to be around you all the time. Why aren't you around me? I need you to evolve around me, and I need me to evolve around you. Like for my wrestlers, I love wrestling. For my wrestling fans out there, like Eva Marie and her husband. Like, let me give you a little gist on Eva Marie. So she's an aspiring wrestler. She's fucking beautiful. She can't
Mhm,
wrestle for shit, but she's
mhm.
fucking beautiful and she's a brand. And McMahon knows this. That's why he keeps her in her back pocket, in his back pocket. I will admit, a part of me kind of feels like she might be a Virgo because even though she sucks, she fucking practices and she still
Mhm.
sucks, but she's better. You know what I'm saying? And I admire shit like that. So I watched a reality show. It's called Women of Wrestling or something like that. I fucking love that show. And she's getting ready to go from NXT, which is like kindergarten, well, elementary school level of wrestling, to actual SmackDown or Raw. I forget which one. And she meets this guy. And at first I'm like, who is this guy? Like she just meets him. Like they've been dating for about like a month maybe. And she's telling him, like, I'm about to go, to the other side of America and I'm about to start my wrestling career. This man pulled up with a bouquet of roses, sis, and a motherfucking wedding ring. He had to have been a Scorpio. Anyway, he was like,
That's a
listen,
grab.
he was like, they know what they want. They know what they want. And I love that about them because they take power in that. Because, Pluto also deals with your solar plexus chakra and your sacral chakra. We're infinite beings and we have more than 7 chakras. There's a
Yeah.
chakra in between your sacral and your solar. And that's where Pluto is. So he pulls up with the bouquet of roses and the wedding ring. I know we ain't been together that long, baby, but I support everything you fucking do. I love you. I'm here for you. Woo, woo, wow.
Yeah,
She
she got
all
me the Virgo because
giggling
I
and
would have
shit,
ran with
like,
that.
you
I'm
know
like,
what?
yes, let's do it now. Fuck this shit.
She was with the shits. They really got married, and now I'm in my head like, this ain't gonna last. This nigga just trying to control her and be in her space because she about to be around some dope ass niggas. No, baby. That man was the dopest motherfucker in her fucking corner. And she over there wrestling, he over here with the camera because she also into social media. She's a social
Yeah.
media influencer. He over here with the camera always. She doing her fruit drinks or whatever. He in the background lifting up weights. He her background. He with the camera. Like this man
He is her
supports the
biggest
shit.
fan. He's a see,
Listen,
yeah, she
where
got to be
he
a Virgo.
at?
Virgo would
Where the
definitely
fuck
love that
he
shit. Like,
at?
he's my biggest
For
fan.
real, I watched their relationship, and then like
Mhm.
she was raised by her dad and her brothers,
Yeah.
so she got that kind, and they're Italian,
Oh,
so
okay.
you already know, sis.
Mm.
So like they finally meet the fiance because they ain't never met the boyfriend. They ain't never
Oh,
met the man that she's courting.
is
They're
he
meeting the
Italian too?
fiance.
The guy is he her fiance? Is he Italian? Because you know how
I
them
don't
Italians feel about
know.
not dating an Italian.
I don't know if he's Italian or not. That's
Mm.
a good question because they don't really get into his background. He kind of just sucks into her portal. I
Okay.
don't even remember seeing an episode with his family or anything. But
Oh,
so he eats dinner. I think she got 2 or 3 brothers and then her dad. They was throwing shade. And
yeah,
they're big Italian dudes. Like, but like
yeah.
they had them in Aries, just Aries Italian gang. You feel me? My man stood his motherfucking ground. You hear me? I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm gonna shake their hands, smile in their face, anything I gotta do because I love you. And I love the way he talked to her. It was very soft spoken. It was very like because she was so used to being around just her dad and her brothers. Now she's learning to allow this new man in her life to take lead, and she doesn't know how to do that because it was conflicting with what her dad and her brothers wanted
Yeah,
and
because
stuff
it was
like that.
more forceful on this
But
shit. You know what I'm saying?
this man transmuted all that. That's why he gotta be a Scorpio. He transmuted all that shit. He taking her to the side. So like, I don't like how you're allowing these men to disrespect me. I would never do that to you. Please stand up for me just a little bit because I'm not going to disrespect them. But if I have to stand up for myself, it's going to get disrespectful. Like,
Yeah.
if this man, and I think they're still married, and I hope they stay married forever, because that is a beautiful, and that's just what I want in my life. I want somebody that's obsessed with me like that, because that's how obsessive I can get in a relationship. Like, you know,
yeah, you gonna get that. You have no, honey.
I want the image that Beyonce pretends that she has. Yeah, I want what she pretends she got, because that ain't what she got in real life.
You know, and I'm gonna say this. She probably wasn't really that much attracted to him, you know what I'm saying, in that way. She probably didn't think of him that way, but you know what she thought about it was like, you know what? That might be the best move for me. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna roll with it.
In fact, I'm about to look up her sign. What sign is Eva Marie? Because I fucking love her.
Her heart might not have been in it, but her mind damn sure did. Like, shit, hell, ain't none of these other niggas bring me no motherfucking ring or pulling up no goddamn flowers supporting me.
Exactly. This man is the awesome cheerleader.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is a Virgo.
She is.
I knew it. I was like, bro, she gotta be a fucking Virgo, bro. Because like she don't care, like she never stopped. She's still practicing.
So her man is definitely a Scorpio.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Okay, we got to know. We got to know. That's me nosy. We got to know this. Claire, what is wrong with you? Why are you barking? Sit down. Shh. Quiet. Quiet. Shh. X.
And they got married during Virgo season.
He thought it was let me tell you, men come up with the craziest idea that we want to get married on or around our birthday.
I do not. Oh, we got the same birthday. Me and Eva Marie both born on September 19th. Oh, that is fine.
So your man's definitely gonna be a Scorpio, sis.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me take that back. I don't know. Let me think. I
don't know. I like Scorpios. They're nice.
You need a Capricorn, sis.
I think about that, but Capricorns do be lying, and they like challenging me. It's kind of like who got the biggest schlong, and I don't like that energy. Like, I am talking to an Aries right now, and it's so divine alignment because it's like I was talking to a whole bunch of Virgos at first, and we kept ghosting each other, and I was getting irritated with that energy.
Virgo man, woman is not gonna work.
It was making me mad.
Yeah,
like we both can't be so disconnected.
We're totally different though. You know what I'm saying? You look like on the chart, every other sign, male and female it's like they're twinning, but us, we're so damn distant. We just own a Virgo male.
Yeah, like I need somebody that care enough to pull me back. And the one Scorpio I was dating, he was a Virgo moon, so he wasn't gonna pull me back. That was his comfort zone for me to be like that. That was his comfort zone to be like that. So it wouldn't have worked. This Scorpio, I don't really like his sexual energy, so I'm good off that. It would have to be other placements. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, sis.
Yeah.
Her husband is a Capricorn.
Yeah, Capricorns and Virgos are like a power couple, sis. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They might not like each other at first, but it works out.
And that's fine because I
told you her heart weren't in that shit. It was her mind first. She was like, and then you're gonna catch her mind first, then her heart on that shit.
Yeah, definitely. As much as I don't like Jay-Z, he's the Sagittarius, so he is in that realm, in that shadow realm of things. That Virgo Sag energy, Virgo Cap, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know where I'm gonna end up. I really like this Aries though, so we'll see.
Tell me about this Aries, what you like about him.
This Aries, I would love to know the rest of the placements in this Aries chart. I'm very interested, but this Aries is definitely a leader, which I like. Definitely in alignment of what I'm already doing. Supportive, shows up to the spaces, and we still haven't met in the physical, but in the virtual realm, he shows up to the spaces that I'm in, and he shows support. Before we even started opening that window of dating or of courting one another, we we were just talking, just like random talking. He was going through things, and I would hit him up and be like, you good, like blah 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 blah, like this, that, and the third. But the one thing that I will say I'm trying to be patient on, because we haven't met in the physical, is the communication. I'm not like Scorpio nosy where I'm gonna ask a whole bunch of questions, because I get, I overthink about that. Like, you asking too much. You're insensitive about what you're asking or stuff like that. But it's funny because my mom is a Virgo moon. So when I told her about this Aries, she was going in. I was like, bro, those are all questions I had in my head, but then I told myself not to ask because it was
right. We don't want to seem like we're too interested, but we are interested. But I want you to ask me that. I want you to ask me about me. But I still want to know about you, but I want you to willingly get this information. I don't want to have to pry it out of you.
Right. Yeah. And in that space, that's the most I'm thinking of. And then he makes my Pluto feel good, because my Pluto being a Scorpio, I love power energy. I love being in powerful places. I love to be the powerful person in the room. I don't have to be the only powerful person in the room, but I'm nobody's little nigga in this room. And that's what I didn't like about my past relationship, is I felt like I was being treated like a handmaiden, like a little nigga. And it's like, nigga,
yeah, I feel you. You doing big shit in these. That
was just cooking and cleaning and cooking and cleaning and doing kid shit. Like, no, baby. I need more power here. I know this feels like power to a regular woman, but this ain't power to me.
Shit, how?
No, I like to live a spontaneous life. I need spontaneity. I need to be in powerful spaces.
Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning. Yeah.
I need somebody
in my own space. Not at your place, too. I'm starting to feel like some mom up in here.
Yeah, like, right. Like, nah, I'm good off that. I'm not about to be in nobody's kitchen washing dishes all day and shit. Like, I can't do it.
I don't even like washing dishes, man. What the hell?
Cooking 3 meals a day is very time consuming. That is a fucking job.
Because I don't like washing the dishes. But I have to. That's why I wash as I go, though. But shit.
So I take 45 minutes to wash the dishes because I have 2 sons. So it's 5 people in the fucking house. So it takes about 45 minutes to wash all the dishes from yesterday, because who the fuck else is washing their own dishes besides me and my son? And I don't think it's my son's responsibility to keep cleaning up after everybody either. And neither does he, because he'll fucking tell me, like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Niggas need to start cleaning up after themselves, or I don't give a fuck. My son, he'll tell me he don't give a fuck in a fucking heartbeat. And I ain't mad, because I don't give a fuck neither. So, you got that. I'm in there washing dishes for 45 minutes to turn around and cook for an hour and a half, and then sit down and eat. And then I got to get up in an hour or so again and do it again. And I'm supposed to be walking around happy and shit. And then when I go to the store, I'm buying a bunch of cleaning products and food and shit for the house. Instead of going shopping, buying crystals and jewelry and clothes. Okay. Like, nigga, no. I want to hire somebody to do the shit I just spent my time doing. So I can live my best life. Why are we
that sounds like me, sis. That's like me. We want to hire somebody to do everything. We live some rich ass lives in our past life, for real.
I was a whole goddess. I can't wait for Arizona to look the way I want it to look. It's going to be my temple.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it. Yeah, I feel you on that, sis. I want to sit up on my throne, sitting looking pretty, just making orders. You do it. Yes, go sweep that. Pick that up. Feed me grapes. Grapes!
Where is my bath? That's that Leo rising shit.
I don't like this color. Change it, do it again. These nails, I don't want them. Yeah, I just decided I want to change the color. Do it again.
And that's that Pluto and Scorpio energy too. We like to be in power. We like to be in powerful spaces.
I wouldn't be that rude though. I don't want to run my people's off.
No, that's that Virgo energy too. Like, I'm gonna serve you too, sis. We about to be talking together and shit.
I'm definitely gonna give them like materialistic shit. That's just my way of showing love. Like, yeah, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. Here. Here's a new mansion for you.
I first see my handmaidens being just as fly as I am.
Yeah.
They're gonna be just as fly as I am.
We're gonna be color coordinated though. Everybody, we're gonna wear purple today. We're going to be on some Kevin Wesley shit. We're all going to coordinate today. The color is going to be purple, okay?
They always going to be dressed in chiffon and satin.
Yes. So we're gonna have our headdresses on, okay? Just to look for the day, okay? Not a certain event's going on right now.
Oh, real.
We'll change by evening, by supper time.
That's what I want to do. Like, okay, supper time. We about to put on our royal outfits.
Okay.
Where's my copper and my gold?
Where's my
organized dishes at? Let's
okay. Where's my organized crystallized goblets? I need it now.
Oh man, somebody burning something in the crib.
Well, I don't have nothing on the stove this time.
Oh, it's my house.
Yeah. Hey, you guys sit down and stop play fighting. Look, Cleo's like, huh? What's that?
Do you have any? Hi, baby.
What's that?
It's like, no. Do you have any placements in your 8th house, or do you know what energy rules over your 8th house?
Sis, now I've told you, sis. I told you that's advanced for me, sis.
I got you. We're gonna get the houses right.
The 8th house. I can do a little Googling real quick.
I got Pisces over my 8th house. So my intuition is definitely what brings a transformation in my life. That's like, like I told you, I overthink. I get obsessive thoughts. So that's definitely like that Pisces over my 8th house and stuff like that. And that's how you can interpret that energy.
How do I find what is in... Oh, the 8th house is the zodiac sign of Scorpio and planet Pluto. Oh, okay.
Because you're a Leo rising, I would probably think that your houses will be a little bit in alignment with mine. However, I do have some house repetitions. Like some of my houses are in the same zodiac.
I don't know, sis. It says right here the 8th house is commonly referred to as the house of sex.
Yeah, because it's ruled by Scorpio. The 8th house is your Scorpio house, but when you get into your natal chart, you find out what zodiac energy that 8th house is in.
Oh, we're going to have to look that up then.
Yeah, we got to look that up. So let's talk about the outside of us. So right now, Pluto is in Capricorn energy in the 6th house. And it has been since 2008 when Obama went in office.
Damn, that was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, but think about it. Capricorn energy, that's authority, law, government, challenges, fears, structure. Obama went into office. What happened?
Yeah, a whole lot of bullshit.
And Trump, then what was it? Trump right after, more bullshit. Biden, more bullshit.
More bullshit.
Are we gonna have another 4 years of Biden? Because Scorpio is gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be another 4 years of him.
Jesus Christ.
Just notice ever since Clinton, it's been 2-term presidents except for Trump. Mm-hmm. Which I felt like I could have took another term for his ass too. You know?
No, Trump's gonna come back, and I really do. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I hope he does win this next election because this will close out Pluto and Capricorn energy. Pluto will exit Capricorn energy in 2024, January 2024. So we got 2 more years.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's when we're putting a new president in, right? Because we voted for this one in 2020, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2024, that's a new president coming in, or the same one doing his oath again.
Damn, but it doesn't seem like it was. It doesn't even seem like we're 2 years in. It still seems like we're still stuck in the first year.
So whoever ends up winning president is going to win president, and we'll be going into Pluto and Aquarius energy. That's interesting.
You talking about some damn mystery and some damn game playing?
That president is not going to give a fuck. Aquarius energy is very detached. Ooh, that's scary. That's scary. Y'all hurry up and get y'all off-grid shit and y'all bunker shit together because that Pluto and Aquarius, I don't know, y'all. I don't like Aquarius energy. Y'all kiss my ass with that.
Honey, they fight so much with themselves when they motherfucking in their mental is crazy.
It's very rebellious energy. Mm-hmm. So whatever is brewing, it's going to pop in that 2024. Y'all be careful out there. Start preparing yourselves now. You got 2 more years. That's going.
Girl, I feel sorry for whoever is Aquarius and shit, especially Aquarius women, because they fight so much in their head.
Yeah, one of my sister, the one on my dad's side that I don't speak to, she's an Aquarius. I can't get with it. I don't like how comfortable she is talking to me any kind of way. Like I said, I'm a powerful person. I ain't nobody's little nigga. You not gonna little nigga me. Especially I'm the big sister. I'm the oldest sister on both sides. Like I'm definitely not gonna be little nigga at all.
Right.
And I tried to do work with her. What happened was my dad owned a a hair salon and barber shop, and it's very nice. And I didn't know the ins and outs of it. I remember one time, in a group message, he said that he was leaving it behind for me and my sister. So in my mind, it's both of ours. I'm just not physically down there to be present. But if I had my way to be down there to be present, I could, because it's mine as well. Well, because she actually does do hair and she's down there and she's putting money in it, to her, it's hers. Okay, respect.
Okay.
But you're not paying all the bills, you immature person. Anyway, so we had an idea. This was
you own and you not.
See, I don't know everything in detail, so I mind my business and drink water because we don't speak.
Well, that's a little bit of energy right there, sis. You just
our family gossips, and everybody likes to gossip to Nika, so I know a little something.
Yeah.
And so she reached out to me and was like, "Oh, I got a business idea. Since you do the events, we should start doing events at the hair salon. It'll bring in some money. It'll, change it up. We're talking about how we're gonna decorate. I'm like, all right, cool. This is my realm. You do hair. You want to take pictures of your ass everywhere. That's what you do. I do events. I perform. I curate. This is what I'm good at. If you're asking me, that means that I'm going to walk in. Okay, maybe I do take control, but that's because that's what I'm good at. Now you do everything else. So let me do my part.
If I see that you're not good at doing that and you haven't been doing that, you come for my help. Hello, it's like calling in the Pied Piper. I'm taking over.
But like, kudos to her, because now she over there doing events by herself, and I'm happy for her.
Okay,
like,
good.
Whatever. That's how you do it. Get your money, honey. But yeah, I told her I don't want to work with you. This ain't gonna work because you're not gonna be talking to me any kind of way. I'm not finna deal with your funky ass attitude. I'm not your boyfriend. The way she talks to her boyfriend, I don't know if they still together. It was filthy and disgusting, and his low self-esteem. He was ugly anyway. But
oh man.
It's very, very, very dusty down there. I'm good. We don't gotta do nothing together. I'm okay with that. And that's my Pluto and Gemini speaking. And you see why I don't do dialogue.
Yeah,
no, I'm good. Fuck that dusty shit. I had so many insults in my head. Like, bro, it was a roast session over here. I was going in like, and another thing.
Yeah.
I wish you would come for me because I got the clap back. You hear me?
Yeah, sometimes
that's why I don't do stuff
with
like
family and friends. This doesn't work out so well, and sometimes our parents think it's in our favor to split, assets or whatever. But
no, give me what's mine and give her what's hers. Like if she got the nail salon, let me get the dispensary.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Yeah. But sometimes they displace that shit. They'll give it to the person who's the least deserving.
You hear me? And that's okay. I ain't even mad. That's why I put so much effort and energy into building myself up and working by myself. Because when I try to work with family, it's like, nah, you good.
Yeah, it doesn't work out so well.
I working with my cousin, my Scorpio cousin has been the most productive. With my dad, it's kind of like we kind of orbit each other's orbit. His Lilith is in Virgo, so we'll talk about that next week. So I'm like, man, this nigga hate me. But, we work together, but we don't produce together. We don't manifest too much together. But transformation is coming. Pluto's in retrograde. Transformation is coming. I do like that this year. Like last year, Pluto was in Capricorn in the 5th house. So we got a lot of transformation in our creative self. A lot of people went back to their inner child. Now I see everybody. I wear what I want. I date who I want. If I like a girl, if I like a boy, because that's how we was in kindergarten. I'm holding this girl hand. I'm holding this boy hand. I love everybody. Everybody getting cookies, sharing,
I ain't doing I ain't have a whole lot of love in kindergarten, sis.
No.
Ain't nobody like me. I ain't like
nobody.
I ain't like no high school, middle school. Then there's some dudes who come out and be like, yeah, I used to hold your books. I used to walk you to your locker. I used to talk to you all the time. We used to walk home together. I'm like, I don't remember none of that shit. Like, all that is a blur, boo.
I've
All that
always been
blur.
popular. I moved to a lot of different schools. Everyone, I was popular. The teachers loved me because I was a straight A student. I was good and helpful. The kids loved me because I was fucking hilarious, and I didn't give a fuck. I was very out open. I talked to anybody. I'm pretty, so the boys like me. Now, that would do something. So it was either you love me or you really want to beat my ass because you're watching me get all this love. But then I got most of my love from school because and that was cool. I used to absorb that, soak that in because I didn't feel loved at home.
Right.
So
that
that was
space though.
Yeah, that was my safe space. I come out here, I'm hot shit. So this is where I'm about to pour all my energy. I'm about to be the best fucking student, the funniest, most talentedest, I'm about to be the mostest here because this is where the love is coming. And I still have that same mindset. And that's like that Capricorn going into 5th house. Now this year, Capricorn, Pluto's in Capricorn in the 6th house. So now we've moved on from our creative self and child, and romance to our daily routine, our health and wellness. Now we're doing transformation in that area, the authority in that space, and so on and so forth. Next year, well, actually, in a few months from now, let's find out how often Pluto changes houses.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
Because the 7th house is one-on-one relationships, balance, justice. So when Pluto and Capricorn go to that 7th house, you could definitely expect some political undertakings, overtakings to occur. Hold on.
Okay.
8th house. Now you got Pluto and Capricorn in the 8th house of transformation. 9th house. Now we're changing the philosophy and mindset. 10th house. Now we're in that challenges and fears. After you got done changing the philosophy. 11th house. Now we're dealing with that Aquarius energy of detachment, detaching yourself from those people, places, things. Then you got Pisces energy of intuitive speaking. That when Pluto go in Capricorn in the 12th house, baby. Oh my God, that's going.
Yes, what I'm reading right here is saying, okay, Pluto takes approximately 248 years to come to full circle. This means it only transits some, never all houses of our charts.
Yeah, that's our personal natal chart. I want to know about the outside chart.
Oh, the outside chart. Okay. Well, what outside chart is? What is this again?
The actually, you know how to do the planetary forecast, and I talk about where the planets are right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, how long does it take to transition through each house? Then.
Hold on. How long does it take for Pluto to transit natal houses?
Mm-hmm.
Not natal houses, transit houses.
Transit houses.
I guess it depends on how Pluto feels. Pluto can stay in one house. Oh, it's loading. Pluto can transit through about 3 to 6 houses during the average lifespan. So Pluto might not even do all of that in Capricorn. Pluto might wait till it gets to Aquarius to go into some of these houses. Jesus Christ. Okay, so right now I'm gonna read this over because right now we're Pluto in the 6th house. Transformation within one's routine, how you treat your body, and possibly surrounding the workplace. You may take on a new, unique perspective when it comes to your health, which could change throughout this transit until you find the habits that best work for you. It's likely you may desire to let go of bad habits if that don't benefit your health. Since Pluto can add an element of obsession, you may feel that in your attitude towards not only your health but also your job. You may overwork yourself due to ambition and the desire to improve. Or you may find yourself wanting a career change and end up searching for new opportunities or a more dramatic possibility. You could lose your job and be forced to take an unexpected career path. Either way, it's likely that these changes will lead you to a happier life in the end. So
what I'm reading right here says It says you might be private or insular when it comes to your job, and you might also feel overly attached to what you do, even to the point of paranoia. Fear of criticism can run high when it comes to your work output. Directing your own work and working on yourself may be the best route for you to take, as you can easily resent others controlling your schedule and the work that you do. You may become very interested in the areas of health and self improvement, as well as explorations of the mind body connection, and you instinctively seek alternative therapies for healing. I feel that.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. That resonated well. That right there was personalized.
Peace.
Greetings.
Now, having Pluto and Capricorn in your transit chart, we already spoke about it, but let's see what some other healers got to say.
I love learning this stuff. It's so fun to me.
Right?
Therapeutic.
Pluto and Capricorn is about manifesting and magnifying your power by harmonizing with earth energies. And it's a transit when physical reality, the structure of our lives are up for radical regeneration. We are in the 6th house. So House of Virgo and Mercury or Chiron, an overhaul of work life, getting to fundamental health issues, taking responsibility for the whole self, mind, body, and spirit, exploring health. Basically what I said. Finding power to be a clean machine in a polluted world, dedication and service, volunteering, or becoming a healer. So we have a nice rise awakening of healers, which is very valid. We do, and a lot more healers are going to come. And that's why the healers who have been here since like 2012, when we had our first shift, are elevating from becoming a healer to becoming instructors to these new healers that are coming in this awakening. And it's, we be so aligned with the cosmos. It's like a chicken or egg theory, because our energy does invoke the cosmos to do what they do, as well as the cosmos invoking us to do what we do. Like, I talked about this before. I forgot what conversation I had it in, but, our native tribes used to be like 30, 40,000 people. Now, could you imagine 30, 40,000 people coming together doing a rain dance or a collect, because they were very united.
About that, I believe.
Yeah, it was like
weeks ago.
Right. It was like on Sundays, it's powwow time. 30,000 people come together for powwow time on Sundays, bro. And we're collectively like, oh, we need some rain. Collectively, like, oh no, we need to get to that constellation. Collectively
manifesting all that.
Yes, because this plane that we're on is a spaceship. We can control where we go to the cosmos. I would like for us to start collectively coming together more to speak on, okay, like now let's change the constellations that are above us. You know what I'm saying? Let's start talking about these other constellations. Let's start, moving towards them. And, that's a whole thing. I love to talk about it. Let's see.
We can do that on Ellis Anubis land.
Yeah.
Did I say it right? I don't want to keep
Terra Nullius.
You said what again, sis?
Terra Nullius.
Terra Nullius. I'll never forget it. Nobody's land.
So Pluto will dabble into Aquarius on March 23rd. But Pluto does its retrogrades in the summertime. So it'll bring it back to Capricorn for a little bit. So we're going to touch it. Some major thing is going to happen in March 2023. Mark my words. Something major is going to shift. And then we're going to go back into Capricorn, because it's going to bring in a new line of authority, rules, regulations. What area it's in, I predict that Pluto at that point in time will be in the 11th house. That's my prediction. It'll either be in the 11th house or in our rising house, because that does sound like a new rising occurring. And then after, it gets out of Capricorn, we're going to go into back into Aquarius energy for good on November 19th, 2024. So we're going to dabble. And then we're gonna go back and spend a whole nother year back in Capricorn, and then we're gonna go back up to Aquarius. That is going to be interesting. It's gonna be some shape shifting shit. Remember that day, March 3/23, sis, 3/23/23.
3/23/23.
That's the day that Pluto will dabble into Aquarius. Mark that date.
3/23/23. Yeah, because I don't like those numbers for real like that.
I'm not feeling them numbers. That sounds like chaos.
That sounds like
Something crazy is gonna happen. 3/23/23.
Oh, so you went in your cage because you peed right there. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they punish themselves when they do bullshit.
Look at him, just out there in the cage. So he needs no punishment because he punished himself. Okay, gotcha.
But this is the same thing. Aquarius energy is the energy of progressiveness, which we know because Aquarius energy is in alliance with Uranus. We talked about that. And, life as we know it will be different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to write that date down so I don't forget that.
3/23/23 Aquarius energy. How can I forget it?
Something's going crazy is going to happen on that day. And I really want everybody to please be proactive and not reactive. I'm so tired of watching us be reactive. It is exhausting.
I wonder what craziness you think is cooking up.
With Pluto, it's usually like powerhouse shit. It's people in powerful, and it's the 1% that's in power. It's Hollywood, it's government, it's this very negative, dusty energy. Now, I can say one thing, what they talk about in Revelations about the 300 rising up in the West, and we now know that the maps are wrong. So, the West isn't what we think it is. It's us. So, I could imagine that 300 being 300 healers. 3/23/23. We got a lot of threes in that.
Okay, so let's break it down to see what either 3/23 or 3/33. Okay, because they say good thing come in threes, right?
9 is the number of completion.
Right.
3 is the number of creativity.
Okay, so it symbolizes encouragement and making the correct choices in life. And in terms of relationships, you see this number may indicate it's time for you to make essential changes in the choices in your love life. Okay. They always want to throw in some love relationship for me. Anytime I read something up on something, trying to read in general and throw some love shit in there. That's basically what it is, though. That's all that I keep seeing it. It talks about relationships, though. Let's keep talking about relationships. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's all what I'm getting so far, sis. Cause they keep talking about twin flames and everything with that. So let's look up 3/23.
Well, 23, 2 plus 3 is 5. 3, 5, 5. 5 is the number of humanity. So whatever change is going to occur, it's going to be about humans. Let's add those numbers up. 3 plus 5 is 8. 2023, that's 223. That's 7. 8 plus 7 is what? 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. That's still creation.
They say 3/23s that your angels are with you and they are sending you guidance.
And what did you say happened on 2/22/22? What was that?
Oh, tag. It was it had something to do with Pluto. It just transitioned into this into the Scorpio energy. I believe. Am I right?
I seen something that popped up. Hold on. And I scrolled past it because you had already told me. And I was like, oh, Danielle got this info. Hold up. Pluto and 2/22/22. What is a Pluto? It was a Pluto return. Hold on. I just clicked on it.
Oh, it reached 27 degrees in Capricorn. There you go.
A planetary return is when a celestial body revisits the same exact place in the sky. Birth charts are a snapshot of the sky at the moment of inception of a person, blah, blah, blah. Thus, when a specific planet reunites with this exact same degree and zodiac sign it had been in a birth chart, we call it the exact, right? That's why we do solar returns. For Pluto, the effects can be felt for many years prior to. Why is this taking so long to get to the point that I want to get to?
Well, I don't know. But meanwhile, I'm reading about this Aquarius shit because the Pluto's gonna be in the Aquarius in 3/23/23, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once Pluto transits through Aquarius, life as we know it will be a thing of the past.
Oh, so 2/22/22 was the Pluto return of the United States. That was the day the United States was born.
Oh. The corporation was born that day. Okay.
That was the day I got into an accident.
Yeah.
That was also the Chinese Lunar New Year. That's when we started the year of the tiger. We're in the water tiger year. Fierce, rare, everybody stepping into their power. And that was also the day of the Cancer full moon.
Oh, wow.
2/22/22 was a very, very big day.
Oh, and it was on a Tuesday too, wasn't it?
Yes, and it was on a Tuesday. That was a very big day.
Yeah, everybody kept talking about Tuesday.
And that's funny because Tuesday is ruled by Mars. Mars is a warrior-like energy. United States is definitely Mars. Definitely Mars, Saturn energy. Heavy as shit. I would say that United States is probably in the Saturn Mars constellations of stars.
I kind of want to revisit my Facebook on that day to see what I had going on. I think I was really just chilling that day. You know what I'm saying? I think I was just laying low. I don't think I was doing too much activity.
That's good. For those of you that decided to lay low, you guys made a beautiful decision. I was trying to lay low. I was in my regular routine. Going drinking water and minding my business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's usually how it happens, though, unfortunately.
Did you have a thought to come across your head? It was like,
so I worked overnight at a warehouse.
Right.
I get off of work in the morning around 8:00 in the morning. I drive home. On my way home, there's a couple of different vehicles I pass by. There's this pickup truck, there's this bus, there's this van, and I'm in my head like, "Ooh, I want those. How am I transform those into like nulliest vehicles?" And So I passed the truck like I usually pass. I didn't even get to the bus yet. I passed the truck. I got to the intersection, and then I went into the intersection and got my ass hit.
Twice, right?
Yeah, she pushed me into an 18-wheeler. Gratefully, it was at an intersection at a 25 miles per hour jump, but she hit the shit out of me. Like she gassed the shit out of her car.
Intersection and your vehicle is small. I mean, you got hit into an 18-wheeler. That shit hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. My body was like, I was high off adrenaline for mad long, but once that shit wore off, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I need to go lay down somewhere.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. And I know you were feeling, because I already know how you were feeling, you know what I'm saying, already going to that job and everything, you know, starting that shit or whatever. And I was like, you know, sis, it's okay, just do what you need to do, try to get what you need in the meantime. But everything's still working out though. Look past that though. You still progressing though. It is.
My world has definitely transformed. You know, the United States is so fucking intentional. That's how you know this country is ruled by magicians and shit, because they had to have known that 2/22/22 was going to occur for them when they picked the date that they established their country. Yeah. And then they're also very intentional with where they place their buildings. I'm pretty sure if you looked at the longitude and latitude of where their major buildings are planted and looked up to the cosmos and found out what star that building was underneath. Like, I would like to know what cosmos the Twin Towers are underneath, because when they bombed those on that day, you know, the numbers added up funny too. and how many people that died and et cetera, et cetera. But like their
9, 10,
main
11, 9, 11, it amounted to 11.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember that day. I was just sitting in school in my U.S. government class, the class I hated with my teacher, Mrs. Wong.
I was in social studies with my favorite teacher, Mr. Malamed.
Yeah, Miss Wong was kind of like, she just talked. She was a lady from Seoul, Korea, and she just talk. Never made U.S. government sound interesting anyway. It never was to me, but it's just the same repetitive stuff over and over again. Just more lengthier topics, just getting deeper into the more of the bullshit and writing more essays. And this stuff happens. And I believe she started crying, and she had to make a phone call because we did have cell phones then. They weren't like how they are now, but yeah, I believe they still ran on minutes. I was just happy as shit to get hell out of school that day, though. I hate to say it, but I was like, hell yeah, I can't wait to get out this damn.
The teachers were going crazy. They was crying. They had kids that was because I lived in Jersey.
Yeah.
So, to us, going to New York is child's play. Like it's literally next door.
Right.
And then the people that they claim, crashed the planes got their license from Jersey. That's what started all that hologram shit on our licenses. That was also another power play. Would love to learn the cosmos on that fucking day when they started that shit. It was probably some crazy energy around Capricorn. But these people are very, very intentional. Very, very. They had to have known 22 was going to happen in their favor. And let's see what happened in the news on 22.
In the news, they were saying like, oh my God, we were hearing all kind of crazy ass shit, all kind of crazy theories or whatever. Talking about it was terrorists and shit like that or whatever.
Is that when we started the stuff in the Middle East again?
Yes, they did.
Oh, the Russia-Ukraine shit.
It's not the first time that the Twin Towers were bombed. I mean, it's not the first time that's happened. It's happened before, but they never talk about that.
The Tuesday happens every 400 years. Interesting. 4 being a number of stability. I hope the United States don't stay together because it definitely is created by a bunch of fucking magistrates.
No, it's created systematically by a system that's meant to fail.
We gotta transmute. Hopefully, I hope and I will be working on my manifestation of our healers coming together, uniting, and actually manifesting some things, taking our power seat prior to this March 23rd, 23.
Well, I believe that's going to happen though, sis, because like it says here in the text, people are awakening to their subconsciousness and all that. They're transitioning their spirituality. They're researching, they're getting more information. With my generation and yours.
Right.
Yes, right. I can say that is happening. Look at myself. 10 years ago, 10 years ago.
Trump has his own social platform.
Who?
Trump. I want to get on it.
Oh yeah, I think they released his. I think they unblocked his Twitter account.
It's called Truth Social. He has his own social media app. I'm saying. It's called Truth Social. I'm about to join that shit. He started that on 2/22/22. That's what happened in the news. The launch was marred by widespread glitches and thousands long waited lists to join. Many hopeful users received error messages or never received a verification email. Trump developed plans to launch the service after Twitter, Facebook, and also all social media platforms banned him. It's called Truth Social. We gotta find that because I'm trying to get up on there.
I see it got the T right there with the separated dot right there. You know what I'm saying? The other dot down there. It's
you got it.
It's like a division sign.
Oh, I see it. I like that. I'm a fan of Trump, more so because I'm a fan of the Geminis. I love my Geminis. I don't get caught up in the details of. I really, we're all a little racist. We're all a little separatists. I love a good racist joke. I don't mind it, and I be chilling. And I really don't believe he's racist. I believe that like he separates shit. It's just certain people he just don't fuck with, just like all of us.
Yeah,
And
I think the people who are a fan of his, like the Caucasian people who are a fan of his, they are racist.
yeah,
And
they're racist.
they make people look at that like as those people, those Confederate flag wavers or whatever, as so much to liking Trump and be Republicans as them being a racist and supporting Trump. And so when they doing all this bullshit.
Yeah, you know what? And you know
Stop
what?
licking
I
that drink.
feel for Trump on that because it'd be hella people out here doing bullshit. And then when they question or whatever, they'd be like, it's about less nobodies and sunshine. And I'd be like, all right, don't do that shit again. Stop saying my fucking name because I got shit to do with the fuck you just did.
In the name of Sunshine Monet.
Yeah, like I'm doing my
She's a
bullshit.
racist.
Like,
Did they look back on these recordings? Well, I am a racist. Everybody is.
I
That's
love
the thumbnail right there. They're gonna put on. That's the thumbnail right there too.
There's a little bit. But I love everybody. I'm here for everybody. Like yesterday, I met a Caucasian. I would love to know what tribe he's from because just like we got tribes, they got tribes too. But he was amazing. He complimented me on my earrings, and probably when I get out of this podcast, I'm probably going to hit him up because he was high on shrooms, and it was just like a really big energy. We hugged each other. I was like, yo, I really love this energy I'm sitting in right now. Like, you're really dope. We talking about his tattoos and stuff. Like, it was great. There's a Nordic guy. I tell everybody about this Nordic guy because I fucking love him. But he used to change my oil at the Jiffy Lube.
Oh, okay.
And spaces like that, they meet so many people a day. He always forgets that who I am, but I always remember him because I love you, bro. Like I love when I come here.
Come on now, you know me, bro. Don't act like
I'll be wearing all this shit every time you see me.
Like I don't stand out to you. Like, come on now. I be feeling like, how is it I remember you, but you don't remember me? And I don't take offense to that.
It depends on what their sign is, because air energies, I don't take offense to. They don't bother. Earth energies, we bother to do things like that.
Mm-hmm. Take them out.
Some water energies, it depends on what other energies it's coupled with. Some water energies don't bother. It's really earth energies that bother to remember people and like ground ourselves in that and all that stuff like that. Other signs, not so much. If I don't have to, I don't really care.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel they just flowing through,
Yeah. So that doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, I really enjoy his space. I enjoy sharing our cultures and practices. He always talks about himself and his wife and the crystals they got and stuff like that. I'm like, you're so cool. You make this 20 minutes of my life just so amazing pulling up here.
Yeah, I still would feel the type of way though. Bro, we have these conversations. How you're doing this on purpose to piss me off. Like you don't know who I am, okay?
You will remember me.
I am the goddess Sunshine Monet L, okay? How is you not seeming like, how you act like I'm a new customer every time I come up here?
Sometimes I'll be pulling up dingy. You don't even know. I'll be having the hoodie and the sweatpants on. Like, just do what you got to do. He might catch a carnelian on my finger or something. Be like, oh, I know what that is. Like, yeah, I know. I got my secret identity clothes on right now. Look away.
Yeah, I got my gloves on and shit. Oh God. Yeah, that'll piss me off personally. I'm like, come on, bro. You know who I am. Like, stop. Yeah. You remember you were talking to me about your wife and your kids and stuff last week. How you act like you don't remember? All right. Yeah. I don't know why that would irritate me. I don't know why that would vex me so much.
I don't know. Initially it used to, because it's like, if I bother to remember you need to bother to remember me.
Exactly. That's my point. That is exactly my point. Because I hold a lot of people in storage in my head anyways, though. For some reason, I don't know why I do it, but I do. I can remember faces very well. And I probably can remember your name very well. And stupid facts about you, like your birthday or your favorite color or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just hold those ties to people. I don't know why I do it, but I don't know. Maybe it's to feel like I got to hold something against you. You were afraid of the dark.
That's why. That's why. I knew why.
You were afraid. Yeah. I don't know.
Because that keeps you in a powerful space.
Yeah. Just expanding my. I guess that's part of expanding my knowledge and my memory bank. I don't automatically. Well, it automatically just turns on. Like I remember your birthday, and certain things about you that you discussed with me.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's that Virgo energy. We, that's how we care about people. Like I remember things about you, and and the gift giving is thoughtful because we're materialistic. We love physical things. So it's like, I remember that time 5 years ago you said da da da. You still ain't never fixed that, so I fixed it. You're welcome.
Yeah,
like you do feel like that.
And I expect you to do the same with me because I took a lot of consideration and remembering this shit for you all these damn years.
Mm-hmm. Now it's time to pat me on the back and rub me.
Yeah, I love pats on the back and high fives, and I like to be recognized for my good deeds.
Give me my I don't do things for attention, but give me my attention.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can say that. I can definitely say that. Are you guys play fight? Girl, these dogs play fight every 5 minutes. Like Yoda, always warrior. That's why he living up to that name for real. Hey, sir and ma'am, outside now. Hello, so.
He pooped and peed.
I'm glad he pooped and peed.
I had let him off I had let go of the leash so I could see if you know where the house is.
Yeah. We can trust Yoda off the leash, but I can't trust Cleo off the leash. She'll go run around and live in her 20 minutes of freedom, forget that she has a home and owners and want to be Cleo.
Guys.
Yeah. She want to be Cleo.
But this was a good episode.
It was.
I look forward to going back into it and watching it again.
I watch it directly after we come off. Like I always go back and just look at the whole thing.
That's why.
I just lived through the whole episode. Like, why am I going back watching the whole thing? Like I don't even skip it. I just watch it all the way through.
I don't know. I mix it up. Sometimes it do be right after I let it replay. Sometimes it's like a day later. Sometimes it's a few days later. Sometimes it's like right before the next episode.
I've done it all the time. Right after we get off here, guarantee I don't watch Bad Boy twice. I watch it probably 3 times in the day.
That's love. I definitely enjoyed this one though. This was very informative, very philosophical. It was a good one. Pluto definitely created some mindset transformations in this dialogue, most definitely. And that's what I also love. Like our parallel conversations be in alignment with the vibes. Like we just be channeling whatever planet we talking about in our dialogue. It's really dope.
Yeah, I was gonna say in a nutshell, I like hearing us talk. I like the way we be talking on our subjects. Yeah, and telling our stories. And we have some we're a little transparent as well. Yeah. Well, actually, we're very transparent. I'm becoming more transparent than what I used to be. Well, I'm transparent with certain people, but I wasn't transparent with the world.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to do that more now because I'm more comfortable with myself.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I can empathize with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now I really don't give a shit about what people think.
None at all. I'm here for it.
None
at all. So any closing remarks before we get on up out of here?
Did I do a closing remark last time?
I don't know. Last time was so good. I'm a little disappointed our guest couldn't show up. Being accountable, my communication was a little stunky. I was kind of hoping that she would respond, but it's all right. Okay. Hopefully we can bring her on a different episode.
Yeah, I reached out to her. She did see it. She did see it.
She left us on red. That's that Pluto energy.
Maybe she thought it was a scam page, probably because But I don't know. We friends though, so
I don't know. I hit her up off the Sunshine page, and I didn't realize that I probably was in her outside inbox. But it's all right. In due
it's all
time,
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
ain't never
we
true.
have her again. Fine.
Next week we're gonna get all sensual. We're gonna talk about Lilith with Foxy Roxy. She hosts the Prenora Starseed podcast. I was just a guest on that show on Thursday that just passed.
Yes.
Check her out on Facebook.
Yes, I'm glad you sent me that too. I loved y'all conversation. I like her energy too.
I love it. I can't wait. And she's a Pisces. I can't wait to have her on the show.
Oh, I knew it was gonna be the day we're gonna have a Pisces on here and all that shit.
On a Lilith episode. Oh yes.
I'll just be quiet the whole time.
Just absorb.
Like I ain't never said nothing about no Pisces.
What? We don't be dragging y'all water signs at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Not the women though. The men, the Pisces men, yeah.
I'm dragging them Pisces men. They be lying.
No.
lying. But I know some Pisces women that be lying, and I love them dearly, but they be lying. And I do love the way they tell stories though, because they're very like.
Oh yeah, I don't have a lot of Pisces females in the circle.
My college roommate is a Pisces. She's my crybaby sis. I love her so much. She's actually supposed to be a guest coming up. We missed our episode with her, so hopefully when we we're gonna bring her back on.
Oh, I'm trying to guess which one it was. She sing?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you talking about the rock singer we missed? Yeah, that would have been cool to have her on the show, but that didn't work out. Hopefully, we get to realign with her as well, because we have a couple episodes of planets we gotta make up after we get done this cycle.
Yeah, we just gonna keep working towards, going with our regular schedule. Then we're gonna come back. Maybe it's gonna work for the best. I promise. Right.
I think so too. I think that there's an alignment that we don't see yet, but when we get there, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be dope. So I'm excited for this Lilith episode, definitely. This Pluto joint has been like mind blowing, especially in the numbers arena. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
We need an episode on sneezing. We need an episode on numerology.
Oh yes, I have it written down.
We need some pop culture episodes where we talk about what happened on this day, on the past.
Maybe we can get a guest who's good at numerology to come on.
I would like to do that.
I would like to do that too. I started adding new people onto the page, onto my page. Just to get a wide range of people who have just more knowledge or whatever. I had to get rid of some people who were just on it because they're just dead, just dormant.
Yeah, just doing
basically. And just some people just doing too much or whatever, or doing too little. But what it is. But as far as like a closing statement, since Pluto represents birth and death and rebirth or whatever, kill some of that old shit. Work on trying to transform yourself or transition into a better you.
Yes, staying in your power, definitely.
I would say that. Yeah. Turn all negative feelings that you are harboring and make it to positive.
And the sixth house is allowing you to apply that to your daily routine, your life space.
Yes. That was our closing statement for our Jerry moment.
That is our Jerry Springer Virgo Virgin Talk moment. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are going to close out with one of our infomercials. Just to remind y'all, if you guys want to be interviewed on our show or be a part of the Tea Time Table Talk, you can contact us right here down below. We got the words Virgo Virgin Talk on Instagram. This is also Virgo Virgin Talk on Facebook. I forgot I dropped my mouse like the beginning of this episode.
Oh yeah, you said, well, bye mouse.
Never picked that joint up.
Oh, we're in on the 222 or 223.
So aligned and divine. So aligned.
Peace, everyone.
Peace. We're going to close out on this information, Joan, as soon as my mouse be like, my mouse is being petty.
Peace and grace. Thank you for shining and rising. Chakra DJ here to tell you of a summer fun gathering known as High Soul Gathering. It begins the final Friday of May and continues each month until August. It's held in the beautiful green sceneries of Tabernacle, New Jersey. It's a 3-day camping experience which includes workshops, fun activities, vendors, and of course, the high vibrational blends of Chakra DJ. You can either stay the full weekend or spend the day with us. We promote self-care and common unity. It's a unique experience for you and the family. Tickets and information are available on Eventbrite under High Soul Summer 2022. Look us up.